We bought pumpkins today. We went down to the... there's a place called Mason Farms, and they have a little stand set up about a mile from where I live. And so we walked down there and bought pumpkins. 2 years ago, I carve a jack-o'-lantern pretty much every year. 2 years ago, I carved a tall pumpkin. Last year, I carved a squat pumpkin. So this year, I was looking for a funky-shaped pumpkin. Something weird. I was hoping to make one, a pumpkin that looked like it had palsy, or that means that there's like a paralysis of the muscles. And unfortunately, they did have a really nice-looking, funky pumpkin that I was going to get, but it wouldn't stand on its own. Rather than standing up, it laid on its side, and that made it kind of awkward. Especially because the funky shape that you want required it to stand up. So instead, I got a green pumpkin, which I've never carved before. So I'm going to carve a Frankenstein's monster looking face on it, and I found a website offered real quick little tips. It mentioned that green pumpkins are softer than orange pumpkins, so when you carve them you have to be a little bit more careful because they're not going to withstand the normal pumpkin forces that you use. And also, just a little tip that if you cut the bolts, I was looking around for something to use for bolts in the neck. Well, you can just cut the bolts out of the neck and then use a toothpick to stick them back onto the pumpkin so that they stick out. I thought that was a cool idea. Plus, with the little holes right behind the bolts, you might get a little bit of the glow to come out and emphasize them. But we are going to find out what this squirrel wants. I also want to mention right before I did this, I read a quick case study on purpura fulminans caused by meningitis, or meningococcemia. And they were talking about the case study, and they said that they did a cerebrospinal fluid tap, and when they cultured it, they found gram-negative diplococci. And my mind went immediately, oh, that was Neisseria meningitis. And then 2 paragraphs later in the article, they mentioned that, yeah, it was Neisseria meningitis. I'm like, wow, I knew something. Oh, well, what kind of voice does a squirrel have?
Oh, abuse and despair, ruin and misfortune.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say I just heard this squirrel talk.
Oh, I can talk. I do talk. But for nothing it is. Even as I speak to you, I can hear the end coming closer.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say this squirrel was an emo.
Shush you. I am all that which you hold close to your heart. A golden memory of light. You must save my home or we will surely die.
No.
Please, I beg of you, please. I have nowhere else to turn but the mind of a lonely teenage savior like you.
This is freaking me out, man. I don't even know what it is you want me to do.
My world is broken and forgotten, lost in the troubles of man. Evil has invaded, and only that of no evil can stop it. Abuse and despair spelled wrong, ruin and...
Yeah, I get it. Stupid side quest NPCs. Will you help the kind of creepy squirrel? Why? Why not?
Oh, marvelous. Maybe there is hope at last. Maybe my world can still be safe. Oh, marvelous.
Marvelous is not an exclamation that I like.
Follow me into the passage of space, brave heroes. Do not mind the tightness. It is quite roomy inside.
Well, at least it wasn't a white rabbit. Whee! Oh, my head. Welcome to the land of migraines. Huh? Where are we? This looks like the desert-level maps from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. And aren't we missing someone? Yes, Sid's gone. Doug is missing. No, I do believe it's Sid who's missing. Sid? Can you hear me, Sid? Maybe he landed further inland. Inland from the vast ocean to your left. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Doug might be right. Let's go and find him. Yay, cactuses. Oh, come on. You can't let me talk to the cactus? I'm from Arizona. That's all we do. We talk to cactuses like there's no tomorrow. Little wavy lines that are supposed to be sand dunes, I suppose. Hello, Squirrel. Hey, Squirrel, have you seen Sid? He didn't follow the rest of the group for some reason.
Sid? Oh no, oh no.
Okay, that wasn't answering her question, man.
Sid must have been taken by the evil that infests this world.
Infests. There's an S there.
This world. The evil Gloomrunner.
Yeah, figures. What is this place anyway? How do we get to the desert?
This land is no desert. This land is Ireland.
What? Ireland doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like this at all.
This land is an imaginary land. It represents that which is inside. This is how Ireland looks to the observer.
Oh, this is wrong.
Well, not like this. This land used to be full of life. It was to be my home. It used to be beautiful.
But I'm the observer, and Ireland doesn't look like this to me. Maybe the observer isn't you. Maybe the observer is someone else. Maybe Alice is dreaming and you're inside her dreams, and if you wake her up, then the world will disappear. If you've ever read that book. Sid, this is how Ireland looks to Sid. That's why he's missing. He's the observer.
Yes, the observer decide how
this
world appears. I have forgotten how to conjugate verbs. This is all well and good, but as we are conversing, my world seeks ever darker light.
My world seeks ever darker light. Nice.
Come with me, heroes. The truth is this way. This way.
I want to talk to the dog. Well, actually, let's look at this palm tree first. No. Just in case, because there was so much stuff hidden around the last one. Nope. No lamentations of fire this time. Flowers? Nope. Okay. Dog. Oh, I don't know what kind of voice the dog has.
Ruh-roh, I am the spirit of the dream. I provide comfort to the wake. Beware my fearsome growl. Grrr.
Uh-huh. Do you know where I can find Sid? Or a way out of here, I guess?
The way out of this place is within you. There's only one way. Let me tell you a story of the observer. You will like it, honest?
Fine, tell us a story. No, because now I gotta talk more.
The story of the observer.
Call him Sid. That's his name.
Very well. The story of Sid.
Whoa, Sid looks like a little priss.
This is Sid. Pay no mind to his appearance. He is only a figment of this world. Sid wasn't born into a rich family. On the contrary, even though it might not be very obvious when you look at him, he's got everything a child might need.
Yeah, his family wasn't very wealthy. That's why they've got these huge bedrooms with bookcases filled with books, and their child is dressed like a miniature aristocrat. Sorry, I like the Aristocats movie.
A couple of toys, an imagination, even a bucket can be a toy if you use it right.
Or, you know, that writing desk, or the giant stuffed bear or dog sitting on the floor.
This is Sid's brother. Just a boy. Just a brother. On the outside, they live happy.
They live happily. Happily is an adverb.
On the inside, not so much.
He can afford a sweet headband.
Oh look, here comes Sid's mother. Dear old mom. Well, she's old at least. To a child, everyone is old.
And she's apparently hopping mad.
I wonder what they're arguing about today. Sid doesn't know. Sid doesn't care. He can't hear them from his room.
They're so poor that they can afford thick, soundproof walls.
His brother doesn't care either. That's probably why her mother is getting so upset, I think. It doesn't matter too much. Sid is busy doing his homework. Sid always tries to be a good boy, even when he isn't. Oh look, they weren't finished arguing. How quaint. They're screaming now. The neighbors will be complaining again. No matter to Sid. Sid rarely feels loved anymore. He never really did. His father is still at work. His mother and his brother are always screaming. Thank God for friends, right? Well, I guess even a friend's love requires some work to get. Sid never learned that from his parents. Sid's life might not be as happy as it looks.
We're done? Well, that was depressing. And the dog is gone. Great. Everybody loves it when dogs disappear. What about you? Hey, look, it's Sid. Why? I can't walk. There is something wrong with this particular square. Can't go there. Okay, we've got less than a minute, so Squirrel, you better be good.
Once you understand this world, you can stop Gloomrunner.
I don't remember what voice I used for the squirrel just a couple minutes ago. We're gonna save here, and hopefully I'll remember the voices better next time. And let's save it in another save file, because that'll be our way to know that we are in a different world without Sid. Doesn't it look nicer without Sid? I think it does. You think it does too. Until tomorrow, when we will continue on our quest and perhaps go talk to this dog again. And maybe check out this dead bird or other form of animal life. Goodbye.